Hello everyone. Today I've got a story for you that might just make you stop and think twice before you act. It's about a boy who thought he could fool everyone, but he forgot one important thing. Life has its own way of paying you back. By the end of this story, you'll see exactly how our actions, whether good or bad, always find their way back to us. And just like always, we're going to learn a few new English words along the way. Plus, I'll show you how to use them in sentences. So, take a deep breath, relax, and stay with me till the very end. Once upon a time, in a peaceful little town by the river, there lived a boy named Rohan. Now Rohan wasn't exactly lazy, but let's just say, he loved taking shortcuts in almost everything he did. Every morning, his job was to deliver milk from his father's dairy to the houses in town. Most people would carry full cans, fresh from the cows, and deliver them as they were. But Rohan had a different idea. To save time, he'd quietly mix a little water into the milk. That way the cans were lighter and he could finish faster. Nobody seemed to notice, and Rohan would think to himself, "I'm smart. I'm earning the same money for less work." His father trusted him completely, never once checking the milk. But deep down, Rohan knew this wasn't right. Still, he told himself, "It's just a little, what's the harm?" Then came one hot summer. The river started to dry up. The town's well was running low, and people began to struggle for water. One morning, an announcement echoed through the marketplace. The town chief declared, "There will be a grand festival next month, and we will choose the best milk supplier to serve at the event. The winner will be rewarded with gold." Rohan's eyes lit up. "If I win," he thought, "I could buy a brand new bicycle, maybe even my own shop." So, he decided to work extra hard for the festival, but he still kept adding that little bit of water to the milk, just like always. Finally, the big day arrived. People from faraway villages gathered in the square, eager to taste the milk from different suppliers. The judges sat at a long table, sampling each glass carefully. When Rohan's turn came, he stepped forward with a confident smile, certain he'd win. But as soon as the first judge tasted his milk, his face tightened. The second judge took a sip, leaned over, and whispered something to the chief. Then came the announcement. "This milk is spoiled. The supplier mixed water that wasn't clean, and now it's unsafe to drink." Rohan's face went pale. In that moment, he remembered. During the festival preparations, the well water had turned muddy because of the drought. The very shortcut he'd been taking all year had now exposed him in front of everyone. The crowd began to murmur, "He's been cheating us all this time." Rohan felt his heart sink. His father, standing nearby, said nothing, but the disappointment in his eyes was worse than any punishment. That night, Rohan couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about how his small, harmless trick had destroyed his biggest opportunity. The next morning, he made a decision. From that day on, he would deliver pure milk, no matter how heavy the cans were, even if the sun burned down on his back. And months later, his honesty and his hard work slowly earned back the trust of the people. He didn't win gold, but he gained something much more valuable: respect. This story teaches us one simple truth: karma always comes back. You might not see the results of your actions right away, but life has a way of returning them to you, both the good and the bad. So, if you ever feel tempted to take a shortcut, remember, What you send out into the world will one day return to you. And just like we saw today, learning English can be as simple as listening to stories, picking up new words, and practicing them every day. Keep learning, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next story.